Okay, this video is about, we're going to finally put together exponents and scientific notation in some of the ways you might see them in a biology course. So the first one, what I'm going to do is just a few examples. First I'll do it by hand, and then I'll do it by calculator. So the choice will be yours, how you go about this. So if you recall from a previous video that 1 times something is the same thing as if you just had 10. 1 times 10 to the third is the same thing as if you just had 10 to the third. And 1 times 10 to the fourth is the same thing as if you had 10 to the fourth. So these are like bases. So I can bring this upstairs, and this will be 10 to the third times 10 to the negative 4 over 1. Or just 10 to the 3 plus negative 4, 10 to the negative 1. Which is, in scientific notation, this is 1 times 10 to the negative 1. In standard notation, remember the decimals right here? In standard notation, you would move the decimal to the left one place, so this is really 0.1. Okay, that's by hand. Now by calculator, what we had basically was 10 to the third divided by 10 to the fourth. So I'm going to say 10, and then I'm going to hit my EE button. So I have to hit second, and then my E button, it's EE, but E shows up to the third. Oh, no. I don't even think I have to say 10. I think I just have to say E to the third. That's what I meant to do. Second, E to the third, and then hit divided by second, E to the fourth, and that gives me 0.1. And then if you need to take 0.1 and put it in scientific notation, you know that'd be 1.0 times 10 to the negative 1 is how you'd have to convert that. Okay, let's look at the second one. Since I have my calculator up, I'll go ahead and do it by hand, by calculator first. 326 divided by 10 to the 6th. 326 divided by EE, second, EE to the 6th. Okay, my calculator gives me, by calculator, I get 0.000326. This is calculator. Okay. Now by hand, if I wanted to do this, I could say 3.26. If I convert that to scientific notation, that'd be 3.26 times 10. Recall that move your decimal to the right of the first number that's not a 0. So I moved it 2 times. And then I make the decision 326 is bigger than 3.26, so that's positive. Divided by 10 to the 6th. Okay, when I move the 10 to the 6th upstairs, this is 3.26 times 10 to the second, 10 to the negative 6 is what I get there. This is really over 1. Or 3.26 times 10 to the 2 plus negative 6 is negative 4. Okay, this is my answer in scientific notation. Now, if I take it out of scientific notation, I'm going to move the decimal 4 places to the left. So that's going to be 0.1234. 326, which is what I got by calculator. Okay. So if you do it by calculator and you need it in scientific notation, then you're going to have to move the decimal 4 places to the right, and it will turn into this when you make it scientific notation. Okay, now I'll do number 3 by hand. And then I'll do it by calculator. This is 4.13 times 10 to the second when I put that in scientific notation. Divided by 10 to the negative 7. This becomes 4.13 times 10 to the second. Bring the 10 to the negative 7 upstairs, becomes 10 to the positive 7. Then I can add exponents. This becomes 4.13 times 10 to the 9th. Okay, that's in scientific notation. If I take it out of scientific notation, I will get 4, move the decimal 9 places to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is standard notation. This is scientific notation. By calculator, it would simply be 413 divided by EE negative 7, and it gives me the same number. I would have to write that down and then put in scientific notation if they wanted me to. All right, number 4 by calculator will be 2,000 divided by 10 to the fourth, which is going to be EE4. And that gives me 0.2. So this is 0.2 by calculator. By hand, this would be 2 times 10 to the third, or 2.0 times 10 to the third. Move the decimal 3 places, make it positive because 2,000 is bigger than 2, over 10 to the fourth. This is 2.0 times 10 to the third times 10 to the negative 4 if I move him upstairs. 3 plus negative 4 is negative 1. So in scientific notation, it's 2 times 10 to the negative 1. If I take it out of scientific notation, I'll move it to the left 1 place, and that's where the 0.2 comes from. All right, 3,000 times 10 to the negative 6 is 3 times 10 to the third, or 3.0 times 10 to the third in scientific notation, divided by 10 to the negative 6. 3.0 times 10 to the third, bring 10 to the negative 6 upstairs, 10 to the 6th. Then you can add these guys. This becomes 3 times 10 to the 9th, which it would be 3 with 9 zeros after it. When I take it out, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. By calculator, 3,000 divided by second E negative 9 is 3. And my calculator was too big, kicked it into scientific notation. What did I do wrong there? 3,000. Oh, I put in, my answer's wrong because I put in the wrong, it should be negative 6, not negative 9. Let me try that again. 3,000 second E negative 6 is what I meant to put in there. Oh, I didn't divide. Okay, for heaven's sakes, let me try one more time. 3,000 divided by 10 to the negative 6 gives me the right answer, which is 3 billion. You'd have to write all those zeros down, but that's the same thing. Okay, last one. 45. 45 divided by 10 to the negative 8 is 4, 5. How many zeros do I get? 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So by calculator, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, I get, oh, what is that? 4 billion 500 million is what I get. Okay, but that is my answer by calculator. By hand, 4.5 times 10 to the negative 1 over, wait, it's 10 to the positive 1, I'm sorry. 10 to the positive 1 over 10 to the negative 8. 4.5 times 10 to the 1 times 10 to the 8 over 1. Add the exponents. 4.5 times 10 to the 9, or 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 3, 4, 6. That's by hand. That's by calculator. Same thing. Okay, I hope that helped a little bit.